football parents. Stand up, you know who you are. Hey, listen, we talk about this being a Wabash football family. Thank you for showing us what family is. And when we use that word family, we took it to heart. And you guys traveled all over this country following us. Snowy days, rainy days, sunny days, the ups, the downs, the good, bad, the ugly, you were there. And you motivated us, and we can't thank you enough. And all we wanted to do was make you proud in all that we do. So I hope we did that, and can't thank you enough for your support. And I extend that to all the Wabash community. Brent Harris, Terry Bynum and Rob Lee doing the radio call. All you guys, you know who you are, and you traveled. Steve Hoffman, Jim Amadon, just the whole Wabash Nation, right? Little Giant Nation. We saw you there. One of the hardest things being a college football player is smelling the tailgate, and you can't go eat it, right? Because you got to go play. But we smelled those burgers cooking out there. And can't thank you enough for the love and support you showed. And it was an honor and a privilege to go out there and play hard for you. So thank you, appreciate that. Got to thank our coaches. Coach Josviak, Coach Steve, take it to the house. Coach Shav, staking our claim. Obviously, Coach Nethery, Coach Creighton, Coach Ward, Coach Lucero. Who am I forgetting? Help me out. Coach Fruth. Is there anyone else we forgot? What you all mean to us, you're way more than football coaches to us. You're leaders. You're molding men. And you never viewed us just as football players. You invested us as people. And we are forever in debt to you. And just thank you, not for just making the football players who we were, but making us the men that we are today. And that love and that bond doesn't stop when you graduate. And to hear Coach Creighton talk about Mount Union, yeah, I was there on December 7, 2002, and so were all these guys. And I was crying like a baby. And it was his wife, Heather Creighton, that came up to me and said, "What are you crying for? The relationship doesn't stop here, it's just beginning." And she's right. And I go, I know. But it's just hard. It's just hard, man. Because we were hungry to be our best. And I'll let you know, that man has not eaten a Snickers bar. I ate a Snickers bar that night after the Mount Union game at the little bus stop we stopped at, because I love Snicker bars. But good for Coach Creighton. I'm glad he held on to that. But what he did for us, guys, he came in, Kurt was there, January of 2001, sat us down and talked to us about what we were going to do. And we were at a program where a lot of us seniors, that was the middle of our college career. We were halfway done. And he took us from good to great. And he told us exactly what we're going to do. So you're going to come in Sunday night, 6 p.m., you're going to work out. Then you're going to get up Monday morning, 6 a.m., and you're going to work out. Then Tuesday morning, you're going to get up, be here, we're going to work out at 6 a.m. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, get up, work out at 6 a.m. It was crazy. And as we walked across this college campus in January at 5:30 in the morning, there was a lot of soul searching, wasn't there, gentlemen? There's a lot of like, what are we doing? And you would walk, and for the first few minutes, it's a lonely walk, because you're talking to yourself like, man, we're doing this right now. And then you would bump into a teammate along the way, because the only people up that time was the football team and the janitors, right? That was about it. And we would get here, and you'd see a brother, and you'd see another one. As you got closer to those front doors, you start seeing a lot more. And we got in here, ready to go at 6 a.m. We hit the whistle, and we were getting it. It wasn't just show up at 6, no, we're getting it at 6 a.m. And I remember looking at Nate Boulay and them looking at me, and those stinky grays, and we're like, what are we doing? And this is nuts. So we might as well just get nuts and have fun doing it. And we had a ball. We had a blast. Right here in this field house, we were grinding right here where we're eating tonight. And no one saw that but us. You want to talk about swag? You want to talk about we believe? We earned that. We earned that together right here. And no one can take that away from us. And it'll sit as a plaque on the wall, and we're forever grateful for that. But we in this room, and you all included, lived it. We lived it. And we're better men for it. And it was hard, but it was fun. And it proved to me that hard work can be fun, especially when you're doing it with people you love. And I learned that season more about football and more about life than ever before. This college has taught us so much. But in the last day of 2 days, when I felt my knee snap and I dropped to the ground, the good Lord told me, football's not your God, big boy, I am. He got my attention that day. But you know who I had? Every single one of these guys had my back. And I can't thank y'all enough for that. And I'll never forget that. And so, when I had my moment to feel sorry for myself, I had Coach Creighton say, hey Bob, you can't do this. He said, you cannot feel sorry for you. You're too important to us. And I owed it to them to give them everything I had. I don't got a knee, but I got a heart and I got a voice, and I'm giving them all I got. So when Nate Boulet's out there running around flying around making plays, you better believe that's me. I'm going nuts with it. When Joe Scanlon gets in there and plays a great job at left tackle, and Tom Meeker snaps the ball and Jake Knox throwing touchdowns, man, I'm going nuts. I'm their biggest fan. Because that's us. We did it all together. And that's something that was special about this team. It was truly not about the individual. It was all about us and what we accomplished. And we learned that from previous Wabash teams, and we want to pass that on to the next generation. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's about us doing this together. And when you're willing to put aside your selflessness and your ego for the good of the team, that's when nights like this happen. That's when nights like this happen. So as it hangs on a plaque on the wall, it motivates the next generation. Remember what this 2000 team was about. Remember, and don't ever forget. We had 5 program goals. I'm going to run through them quickly. First one was academics. I got 2 words for you, Wabash College. Let me tell you what Wabash College does, men. It kicks you in the butt, pats you on the back all at the same time. It's a grind. That's why a college that was established so long ago, and you meet an alumnus, there's a mutual respect, because this is hard. This is hard, but it's so worth it. Goal number 2 was win. And winning is a byproduct of doing things right and doing things hard. And that's what we did in here. This was our lab. This is where we grinded. Here, Allen Center, Chadwick Court, weight room. We put in the work. I brought the boombox, Nate Boulet bought the mixtape, and we got nuts. Didn't we, Val Benoit? Football, Omi Olmstead running around, all of us in those little tight grays. It didn't look right. It was weird. It wasn't right, but we did it anyway. Shout out to Chick, Tom Perkins for washing all those nasty grays. They didn't always get dried. Sometimes they turned pink, but we wore them anyway. What were we doing? Man. Goal number 3 was family. And family, the key to family is it's not about you, it's about each other. And the cool thing about family is we are still family today. And when we come back tonight, and when I texted Coach Creighton, he said, what you going back to Crawfordsville for, with a smiley face? I said, for a family reunion. That's what you're seeing right now is a family reunion. Because we did that. We did that. Goal number 4. What was goal number 4? The best one of all. Have fun. Guys, did we have fun? We had a blast. And if you guys experienced that with us, you know you had a blast too. We had an absolute ball at 6 a.m. workouts, getting together in the summertime, eating meals together, hanging out at coaches' houses, hanging out at each other's dorm rooms and fraternity rooms and things like that. We just had an absolute ball together. I've never been a part of a team that had so much fun practicing. Like, we would get amped for practice, and we just had a ball getting together. We would go to the training room before and watch TRL with Carson Daly, and Jake Knott and Andrew Melshin and Boulet and Short, and all of us are sitting there like, man, what's going to be the number 1 song of the day? We never could wait and see because we had to get out to practice, but it was fun. Those things are things we remember. You remember Wittenberg and Mount Union and the Kalamazoos in overtime, but it's just the grind. It's just going through it together. And if you've ever experienced that, you know what I'm talking about. And we did that. Had fun working hard. It's an interesting concept. Sometimes people in this world today fear hard work. And this was a group that rolled up their sleeves and had fun working hard. And that was awesome. That was a goal. And I think that's the goal we did the best. Until you get to goal number 5, which is impact men. This Wabash football program set out to impact men that would become impact men, that would go out into this world and impact lives. And as much as I love these teammates, I'm more proud of them today than I was in 2002, and this is why. We took what we learned here in this Wabash football program, and we're still doing it. The 2002 team didn't stop on that Saturday in December at Mount Union. It just got started. So we took all those lessons we learned here, and as God spread us out all over the map, and we're just doing what we learned here. Being great teammates, being servant leaders, giving it all we have, having fun, working hard. And these guys' perspective fields, doctors up here, lawyers, you name it, leaders in their community, leaders in their families, leaders in their respected fields. We learned that here. Wabash College isn't just a college for men, it's a college for leaders. And you guys know this world needs leaders. We need leaders now more than ever. We need people that'll step up and lead, have the courage to lead. And that's what this group was all about. And I'm so proud to be a part of them. It's an honor and privilege to be up here. I'm nervous as all get out. I had the speech, but I'm like, forget that. I'm up here trying to represent them, and I hope I did you boys right. I love you. We're family for life. Keep being you. You know that Wabash always fights, but I do got a question for you. Ready? Who are we? Who are we? Who are we? And don't ever forget it. Wabash always fights. Look.